authorities are boosting their forces to combat it. The Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force is a group of police officers who work on behalf of the U.S. Marshals to rid local suburbs of fugitives. Newschannel 5's Kristen Volk actually got an exclusive ride-along with these officers in Lake County today.
And Kristen, they say they're busier than ever.
The demand for their work is just overwhelmingly. That's because they say more crime is happening in the suburbs, especially when it comes to drugs, which leads to other crimes like robberies and assaults. I got the chance to see firsthand how this task force works to get these fugitives off the streets.
U.S. Marshals, open the door now!
Early this morning, this group of task force officers surrounded this Willoughby house looking for their first fugitive of the day. 44-year-old Warren Hunter, wanted for violating his probation on drug charges.
He knows he's wanted. He's been actively moving around to avoid us.
And these men have been actively tracking him, staking out this house for the past week to make sure he's here. For the past 10 years, the U.S. Marshals Violent Fugitive Task Force has nabbed wanted criminals across Northeast Ohio. Deputy Marshal Bill Bolden says his team is making arrests in cases that are potentially too violent and complex for individual police departments to handle by themselves.
These people are wanted for very serious crimes. We're arresting them on our terms. We're showing up with 10, 12 highly trained officers that have the proper tactical and safety equipment and can safely make an arrest.
Bolden says it's rare for fugitives to get violent when a group this size shows up, but this morning it was a different story.
One of the officers got injured. We have an ambulance coming out here right now to check the officers and everybody in the house to make sure everybody's okay.
The marshal says when they entered this house, somebody yelled police and everyone in the house scattered. This man was found upstairs and resisted arrest. He and an officer suffered minor injuries. The task force also found and removed drug paraphernalia.
With the increase in heroin in the area, you see more of the robberies starting to pick up. You see more of assaults, home invasions, burglaries that are starting to pick up in the area.
That's why Robert Gonzalez of the East Lake Police Department and a member of the task force says this group is so important to keeping communities safe. Officers arrested the man they set out to get today, Warren Hunter. They also got Mentor resident Robert Joyce and Painesville resident Jason Sessler, both wanted for drug-related charges. All three are now behind bars. And now officers are moving on to other fugitives.
There's no end to the crime.
The Fugitive Task Force expanded to Lake, Geauga, and Ashtabula counties in November. Since then, they say they've made more than 100 arrests, including 5 homicide arrests. The group plans to expand to Canton in the next month. On your side, I'm Kristen Volk, News Channel 5.